excuse me.
Hey, do I come to the hag shop bother you when you're working?
Hey.
All right, so a little while ago, we did a compilation to Married with Children, and it was Al Bundy's Greatest Insults. And we'd already had the discussion of whether or not Married with Children would be allowed in today's society. Like a show like Married with Children would be allowed in today's society. I know there's still reruns, but I'm pretty sure they heavily edit the reruns or censor the reruns that they allowed that's on television. And so that's part of what we're going to be watching today. We're going to be watching a compilation of fat jokes from Al Bundy. Now, funny enough, you can't even say the word fat anymore. You know, you can't use that.
You gotta say thick or big bone.
No, what? Plus size.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oops.
They have plus size.
So was my verbiage wrong too?
Yeah. You can't say.
But you can say thick though.
Yeah, I guess you can say thick.
Yeah, but I think, you know, there's nothing wrong with positivity, but you should be able to say what a thing is.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Just can't say fat. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. Guys, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let's go.
Can I get a whoopin'?
Whoa, Bundy!
Remember me, Bundy?
No.
The one you insulted?
I'm sorry, ma'am. You'll have to be a little more specific.
You made fun of my weight. You called me a giant seal?
Well, let's see. I had 4 elephants. I had a rhino who wanted some flip-flops. Had a manatee.
Hey.
Nah, don't remember any seals. Can you jog my memory? You know what jog is. That's what you do when the ice cream truck is pulling out.
With this attitude, you're gonna be working here for the rest of your life.
Well, take a gander into the seat next to you if you want to see what your future looks like.
Chocolate is not just for breakfast anymore.
Come, Penelope. Let's go someplace where they treat us with respect.
Try the moon. You'll weigh less there.
Now, I demand equal time.
He even
Speaking of
dishes
equal,
out
you
to
really ought to
children.
try something.
You know that.
Yeah.
Time.
Try the moon. You'll weigh less there.
Now, I demand equal time. Speaking of equal, you really ought to try something.
I've only won them once, and they split at the sides.
Well, let me explain. See, it's just like an elevator. There's a 2-ton weight limit on this shit.
Where do you think you're going? Aren't you open?
Sorry, ma'am, but unlike your mouth, we
Griff.
occasionally close.
He put looked like WD-40.
Okay, Enid, work with me here. Pull it in. Pull in your talons. We're almost there.
This piece is small.
See? I told you I was a 4.
No, ma'am. 4 is what you'll have to yell when the shoe pops off your foot.
Now, you know what? Funny enough, this reminded me of when I worked in Macy's because, you know, I sold shoes.
Oh my God, you were Al Bundy.
I was.
You were a shoe salesman.
I was shoe salesman. And that same scenario would happen where women would come in and they would say, "Oh, I'm a 6."
I'm a 6.
Yeah, well, you're a 6 and your feet look like you're a 6. But women would come in and they would say, "Oh, I'm a 6," and they were really like a 7 or 7.5. And so they have like I think they're shoehorns. Yeah, and you have to like try to force their feet in there.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. Like these women were crazy. And then there's also like there's the length, but then there's also the width. Yeah. And so you might be a 6, but then you would be a 6 wide or something, or a 6 narrow. Yeah. And women would come in and ask for shoes that they could not fit.
That makes no sense.
What happens is they ask you to stretch them, and then you take them in the back.
What?
We have a shoe stretching machine that would stretch the shoes so that they could fit it.
That's ridiculous.
And then like a week later, they would return them because they would be like, "These didn't fit." Yeah, they'd be like, "It hurts. It didn't." It'd be like, "No, duh."
It's so crazy because like shoe shopping is hard for me because the 6 is always on display. Yeah. And so they'll have the display for the 6, and then they'll have one other 6. The 6s are always gone, which is so odd because a lot of people don't wear 6s.
They never order enough of them.
Yeah.
Come on, Arnold. We're leaving.
I want a balloon.
You've already got one. Give me the shoe. Hold on. Break.
That is funny.
Excuse me, do you have any pumps in my size?
Yes, I do, but the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Shoes would not allow me to sell them.
Well, I hope you get coal in your stocking on Christmas morning.
And I hope you get slim fast in yours. Now, we're about to have our Christmas party here, so would you mind eggnogging on out?
Do you want us to gag you?
You're already doing that, but I would like to be blindfolded. You can't compete with my charm. I'm a natural-born salesman.
Excuse me.
Hey, do I come to the hag shop bother you when you're working?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. You've never been Employee of the Month, have you?
That's right. But if I were you, I wouldn't be going out on any limbs.
We are trying to teach this man that his behavior towards us is unacceptable.
But a better use of time would be to teach each other the words, "No, thank you, I'm full."
What size am I?
Well, I'm no expert, but from where I sit, I'd say too big for shoes.
Well, I'm not sure I like this shade of blue.
I'll tell you what I'll do then. We'll stand you in front of a mirror. I'll begin strangling you. When you reach the shade of blue that is satisfactory to you, you yell moo and I'll stop.
I want my money back. These shoes fell apart after one day, and I want to know why.
Well, you see, ma'am, this is a pliant heel with a cork filling.
Whereas you are a giant seal with a pork fillet.
These shoes make me look fat. Be honest.
No, they make you look very fat.
Just about had enough of you.
Well, you wouldn't say that if I came with fries and a medium drink. You know medium, the size between small and you.
I really thought this mule would look better in white.
I bet that's what her husband said on her wedding day.
Let's say I nail the soles directly to your feet. It'll give you more traction when you're pulling the ice wagon.
They don't fit. And your ad said we fit every foot.
Yes, ma'am, but our problem is what we're dealing with is not what Webster meant by feet. Now, let's face it, girls, what we've got here are rib roasts with nails. Now, what I would suggest is surrounding your tootsies with those little brown potatoes wrapped in foil and served with dry wine.
The insult. You lose a free meal.
Oh, come on, I didn't mean it. Haven't you ever had something just slip right out of your mouth? I suppose not.
I'm not leaving here until you help me.
Well, I don't know what I could do that God and Deal a Meal couldn't, but I'll give it a shot. Did I tell you how pretty you look today?
No.
Good, then the blood is still reaching my brain.
Because it's against my belief to upset the balance of nature in any way. That's why I haven't washed my feet since I converted. I hope I haven't offended you.
Well, you've got to have lunch before you lose it.
You haven't heard the last of this. What goes around comes around.
Well, considering your orbit, looks like I have about 10 more years.
I just don't see anything I like.
You ought to be sitting on this stool.
You will be hearing from my attorney.
Is that the law offices of Hagen and Dotz?
These shoes are too big. I'm swimming in them.
Well, that would explain the life preserver under your dress.
That's it. I'm taking my business elsewhere.
May I suggest Jenny Craig?
No. Look, you don't seem to understand me. I want something that goes with this dress.
A bubbling cauldron?
You got a lot of nerve.
I need it to get this close to your feet.
I don't understand it. I was a size 6 before aerobics class. All that jumping must have expanded my foot.
And I see you must have fallen on your butt a time or two.
How dare you say that to my face?
Well, I'd say it behind your back, but my car's only got half a tank again. So because you're mad at me, you're going to take it out on a perfectly innocent chair. A chair that has suffered enough already.
Oh, these feel great. Do they have a special gel lining?
Yes, that's the blood spurting from my severed digit.
Well, these are perfect for my flamenco class.
Al Bundy, I find you guilty of excessive cruelty to large women.
You should see what he's like with midgets. The proper term is little people.
Well, that's the proper term for anyone standing next to you.
That's it.
Hey, that's our dinner coupons, you fat cow.
No, we don't like to be called fat.
Then stay home.
You go, girl.
Is he quitting?
Oh man, that was funny.
It's too much.
Yeah, I think maybe in that episode he was getting fired or something like that. I don't know. You know, the Bundys is like Seinfeld. Every episode is different. So,
yeah.
You know, who knows?
Great episode.
Yeah.
Like, he is quick with the comebacks.
Al Bundy's always quick.
But it's funny because I guess even back then, like, being politically correct was a thing too. It just got worse.
Yeah. There was always words that you probably couldn't say or shouldn't say.
So because even in this one, they were like, we don't like to be called fat.
Right, yeah.
And so Peggy was like, don't leave the house.
Right. Well, guys, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. We love to hear from you. Let's see what you thought about this compilation with Married with Children, or Al Bundy and his fat jokes. As always, like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you stay tuned. We'll have some more compilations coming up soon. Anyway, we're out of here. Take care.